side. I'm expecting them to have a pretty decent time on it just because of the nature of this particular map. Like, as you mentioned, the Pug style can work well to TPT. And I think if there's one map where they'd be able to prove exactly what they can do, it would be here on Dust 2. This will be a pace setter for the Polish squad.
Yeah, chance for some of the individuals to play with a lot of freedom, play quite individual perhaps for TPT, and maybe try and get sAw on the AWP pretty much straight away if possible. Get Nara double AWPing too if need be.
A lot of aggression from that raid boss, that P250, hunting for an opening frag, but so far just doing damage, no kills.
A bit of a look out towards the upper tunnels, but it looks like it's going to be the long contact that's coming through for the T side. Already a goosh down into Arky. That's the A player down to 8 HP. Great start out from the T side. And from here, cross smokes go through. Retake setup coming out for the CT side towards A.
Smokes up, here's the Dodo turning away, expecting a flashbang to come through. Arky will fire down range, but so far not connecting anything here on this one. And sAw backing off from the CT spawn and from the short control. They should know what's going on now, as Muteris is finally the first to fall. First blood being drawn out, peek out from Arky back at Gandalf. Norok planting on the default boxes. Can just get away with a simple one out of this one. Unable to take him down. So the Dodo and Stalin will be able to trade back, a double up for Arky. The back lines of 3 versus 2. P250 backed up here towards long. Now Cappy. Ooh! Getting the 3 kills. Headshots. Crossing back. Scout just going to bob and weave. The family will be ready to try and receive them coming in towards that ramp control. Slight gap in that smoke. Can do some tag damage. Sprayed through from the Fama. Does not quite get the kills, but it sets up the Scout pretty nicely. Thank you. Norok going down. Cappy is very, very low. And sAw needs to get here to support him. Now a 1 versus 4 as the kill does come through. As the Dodo with the Eagle will peek out from the CT spawn. Clean house and get around back for sAw.
Contesting at the same angle.
M4 standing by, utility goes up, flash over, Norok taken out. Flashes continue to go over as the Dodo peeks in, sees one, can't land a shot, but it doesn't matter because that M4 is still popping heads. Arky with 3 kills on the sprays, and a 5 versus 2 kill. Cappy seen by Muteris, and saying he will get 1 exit, but the bomb is under CT control. 15 seconds to get back to long and get the plant in. It's not going to happen. He has to save. This was a 4th for sAw.
And even players playing together in previous teams too. Muteris, though, does overextend. Loses that fight, but the trade comebacks for Dodo.
Yeah, Orbior battle up against sAw. Needs to get something going out here. Nades up. AK comes up for Norok. Turns up with 1 good frag. Any more than that? Well, Arky's trying to get training back. 22 points of health. And he loses that fight. Just to trade back to a 3 versus 2, but tagged up Elevator gets Rev to drop. The 3-on-2 retake now set in for the TPT side. Norok is still low. The Eagle up, just goes down. AWP back in, tap from the USP. I don't know if that connected, but either way, he knows where Vanq is. Sees that head, can't land the shot. USP versus Deagle at this stage, seeing his man, needs that flick to the headshot and just comes up with it just in time. And TPT won't be able to win the round, but for an eco hodgepodge buy out of the bomb plant and 4 kills, it's going to be a lot of work done.
Yeah, that's great. And the bomb plant obviously really helped sAw too. He was the one that saved in the AWP on for a little bit more. Playing out from this car angle, we should see a short smoke to come through just to avoid a little bit more pressure and a little bit more coverage. That's the first one coming down, flashes over the top, no short smoke at all, and the Dodo wins another fight. It's all down to Vanq. What an excellent round this has been for sAw. No one going down, everyone staying alive. You could not have asked for a more dominant round than the one right there. Get much easier than that. Muteris just spamming away from CT, and it pulls so much attention away that it allows just to overextend from the mid doors. sAw and kill Cappy, 2v5. Oh, just gets the kill onto Arky. Did take a little bit of time. And do they just commit B here? Might be the only option. Oh, what?
Yeah. Wait, what?
That second kill just went straight through the door.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And he can call the info out straight away. Okay, there's actually no mid presence. It is a bit of a misread, though. They've got the stand-in playing towards back plat with the AWP. That's the first field that comes through. They line up, but it's not quite a 4K. Narok's the last one left. What a hold coming out from sAw towards the back of the plat position with that AWP. Easy pickings. And look, he's looked okay as a stand-in. Hasn't really needed to do a lot considering it is 10-2. But remember, Jay, had a pretty close to the bomb side.
Noro can just sneak the bomb plant in. This was what you think. AWP can swing back. Dodo misses, but the second fake for Noro costs him his life. Bomb dropped. Arky getting that kill. Sprays through on Gandalf. The AWP trying to evade it. Dodo trying to keep his 2-death streak intact. Arky goes down. So does sAw. So finally, TPT able to get the trades going, but just responds back a CT spawn to a 3 versus 3. That bomb's in the open. Dodo swings, gets a kill. Cappy drop into Muteris as Just goes down in trade. And Sane left alone with a scout gets that one frag. Needs to land the headshot on the second man. Muteris taking the tag, but taking the frag to return 2K to his name and a 12th to the board of the sAw side.
But TPT, let's see if they don't go down without a fight. Going into the pistol round, some pressure towards the lower tunnel. sAw could be going in for a B split. Out towards CT, it's Rev to just get an initial tap and an initial kill.
Shot shut down easy. 5-on-4 gained. Dodo first to fall for this half. Will it carry into an advantage here? Will it carry into the defensive? Or smokes will go down as sAw will try and test them with what they have at this stage. Smoke on a CT spawn kill. Cappy taking a tag, still gets that headshot on that one man. Seeing the other two coming out of the gates in. Nades back on kill Cappy. Get that frag together. Player at car to deal with. One player also at long there with a crossfire. And Arky left alone gets one frag and two as well. That bomb out in the open though needs to get picked up and planted. He realizes this. Got to go for the safe plant on default, I think.
Get this bomb down. Get the extra bit of money in. Don't tell me he's going to go B.
Oh my god. This could be timed so well.
That's possible.
Don't make any noise.
They're going to realize A's clear though, surely.
They've heard the footsteps now. He started running. They should know now this is going to be a B play. USP can't catch him. He swings back, going for the wide face, trying to see if he can get the kill. He kind of pushed into the corner, gets the tags together, but can't get the kills. It will be Vanku to close it back and secure the round for TPT. And then the fact that Arky was able to escape the CT spawn, that was still very impressive, all things considered. Well, we'll see how high the expectations are. He's been tagged to 52 already, so definitely not the not living up to them early in the round. Deegan and Muteris, though, the opposite could be said alongside Just Trade as a 2-for-1. Scout set by Kill Cappy, nades up, damage done as they counter nade him down to 34 HP, and the Ferrari peak from Dodo goes just as well. Bomb plant, probably going to get denied by this HG actually from Rev. Okay, this could get interesting. No, it lands short. No, it does get the kill, I should say. So, 3 versus 2. Bomb denied for the moment, but can get picked up by the likes of Dodo.
Yeah, there's so much time here that it doesn't make the biggest of differences other than losing that player. And now Arky falls. Another HG in towards the sights. Dodo needs to try and take a fight, and he now knows where both CTs are. Oh, big shot coming out for the Deagle, and Vanku now is left to clutch on the CT side. The AK up for the stand-in, and Solza is going to be able to win it for the T side. Dodo doing work.
Not too dissimilar to the way things went down on the CT half as well. Lose the pistol, gain the conversion.
Yeah.
They lost a lot for it, but they took even more out of the hands of TPT, and Kill Cappy's going to try to respond back to it with his own Deagle play. Not as successful against the AK, though. Straight shut down from sAw. And a 5-on-4 gain. Norrod's going to try to take the same position, though, and it's a bit more successful with it, but again, double up from the AK.
A bit of an aggression coming into the upper tunnels, which could catch the mid players off guard if they're not careful. Timing. Ooh, it actually allows a killer to Justin. They've seen another short player, too.
3v3 actually being able to CT side, and they're still fragging away. AK's got to get grabbed as Arky drops. The bomb's on the back as the Dodo puts that smoke up, and he realizes he has to escape. And you're right, they did catch off those mid players, so plant will be secured. But can Dodo do what sAw did? A 2K clutch up for him. On and back towards this long position, ready to face towards the house itself. You're going to hear those footsteps. The flashbangs over, though, towards the short control. Headshot on a first. Spray through, doing damage. No kill. Return fire. Molotov towards the ramp position. I believe that bomb is planted open towards the long position. You're right about the kits, though. They got to hunt for the kill real quick. Player on site. Tapping it once. Dodo not peeking in. Sees the man out in the open, and he is able to get the kill on Rev.
Got it?
This is still going to be a close defuse, though, actually. Hold on.
I don't think he's got it. It's close.
Oh, thank you! Oh. Isolate that one player, and the jiggle peaks. Norot's going to see what's going on. Flash over through CT, no CTs being seen. AK swings up, gets that kill nice and easy. Nice nade on 2 players to the back line, will do some damage, but they need to be able to turn up and get these kills together. 4v4 Deagle retake on the table.
Yeah, it's all falling apart, unfortunately, for the CT side. Just down to 3 players. They do have an M4 in play, but even look how aggressive Muteris is towards the CT spawn. This should be a simple kill onto VenQ.
Oh, he's so ready for it. Edge of the smoke, no one anticipates it. Headshot easy. Flash over, sAw moving up, trying to flip back on Arky, but Arky gets both those frags. Rifle and Deagle drops 16-5 for sAw, winning out their map.
But Dodo being this aggressive in Pop Dog, he could be up for a quick rotation, but Kill Cappy's waiting for him.
Smokes on USPs. Gonna try and hold off here. 2 players to receive. Rotations are incoming. But they have the smokes down to cross back towards the side, get the bomb plant in if they don't overextend towards the right-hand side of the train. But their time being taken to get this plant in has allowed Arky to sneak back towards Oil, get that first headshot. And that second kill on Nora, actually stolen by Muteris through the smoke. But a 5-on-3 gain of sAw takes out Just. P250 in the back one sees Arky as well tapping out. But once the headshot looks good, 1 player close towards the side. And Dodo finally shuts down the raid boss. So 3 versus 2. 2 versus 2 is killed. Pappy gets fragging, so does Rev, and it's all on sAw. The stand-in having a great map up in the first one, tapping a bomb several times. Molotov on it right now. The kit's going to get picked up, but I think he's out of time for this one. Topper White, desperate to try to find some sort of frag back here and kill Cappy. Will shut him down. 2K to his name, and TPT once again win the pistol. I believe they're 3 for 3. Utility, but it's a little bit too short. Rev's going to get that bomb plant in. Default train just goes down 2 more seen. The lineup for Rev is going to work well to get those 2 kills. And Dodo trades back on a scout, but 1 versus 4 for him. He's got that first kill. Needs to get 3 more. M4 switched out to, and Rev just shuts him down for his own 3K. And the 3rd round to the board of TPT. And a very good execution that kind of puts them back on track here for the T side.
I know it's only 4 rounds.
Top of Red now. Finally, 1 kill gets isolated against a pistol player here. It's an AK versus pistol, though, so being able to win that fight, nothing special for TPT. The main concern is going to be that M4 right above him, and it doesn't look like he'll get challenged just yet. Forces him off the train, though, so that's an advantage being gained, and a kill almost isolated as well.
Yeah, they're bringing everyone over towards this A site, knowing that if they play together, they've got their best chance at doing some damage on this eco. A couple of kills coming out for the CT side now, and the swing from Ivy could drop this bomb, and so it does. But Arky's a lone Jade. That's the big problem in this situation.
He's got an AWP to work with. How is he going to defend against this? If both players coming in, he's going to hear the footsteps. I think he might just do... Scoped in, got to look to that right-hand side. Both players up to face, gets the first, turns away, trying to run him as well back over towards the Ivy control. Will he also keep his eyes on? AK spray gives up position. That's huge information gained by Arky. Molotov forcing him back to the corner. Re-peek in with the AWP, up for the 3K clutch. The flashbang coming in, keeps him there, and just he's sneaking up towards the sandwich position here in those footsteps. They're unintentionally denying him map control. And just now they're going to get to Ivy. Just has no idea the spray is awkward as sAw still gets it to a 4v4. Smoke down over at Ivy. He's making his way in towards Connector. Arky's trying to see if he can get in and take him down. Awkward open of Red. Arky moving up, seeing 1 player, but jumping up, throws his aim off. Couldn't get the kill and kill Cappy as a result. So at 3 versus 2, favor the TPT. sAw coming in from the Ivy and A2 angles. It's the sAw next to peek in with the big green gun. Is he going to read the player at Hell or the player on the default train? It looks like he won't, and with the 2 AWPs set in for both CT players, they want to opt to back off and save.
Wow, that was such a sick play from sAw from Ivy. It must have been such a small window. And
open of Red. Arky moving up, seeing 1 player, but jumping up, throws his aim off. Couldn't get the kill and kill Cappy as a result. So at 3 versus 2, favor the TPT. sAw coming in from the Ivy and A2 angles. It's the sAw next to peek in with the big green gun. Is he going to read the player at Hell or the player on the default train? It looks like he won't, and with the 2 AWPs set in for both CT players, they want to opt to back off and save.
Wow, that was such a sick play from sAw from Ivy. It must have been such a small window. And you
do have Arky moving in, sprayed through, catching that AWP. VenQ gets the trade. 20 seconds. Last second rotate coming back in towards the ramp control. Is Dodo going to shut this down? VenQ is going to get the kills to get a 1 versus 3. They still think it's going to be an A play. And indeed, the bomb plant can be secured. So all left to the clutching AWP again for the 3K to his own right. Here back at White, does he read Rev? Yes, he does. Get the shot together. 2 kills now up for the last man. And just scoped in to catch him. Bruno connecting. And the scout back still looking for a frag. Still looking to catch that one tag that they need to finish off the kill counts. Deagle's in. Arky seeing where Sane's at. It's all left to Rev. Back in old hell. Seeing by the scout. AK tapped through. Now Arky is out of the backstab. Just coming in with the flank. Gets that kill. And they get the round just about.
Oh, my heart. That round had it all. We saw a couple of easy kills go the way of TPT. Then all of a sudden, just absolutely rips heads from the mid-bomb position with the Deagle, and then it looks like Muteris is going to finish off the round, and then it doesn't happen, but then they get the bomb plant. I mean, look at this second shot. Ooh, there we go.
Galil, and I think they're going to play fast out towards ramp. Yeah, they're straight rushing it. Incendiary's down. Arky gets that first kill, continues to spray back on the bomb planter, drops it back up. It's now quickly on the way. Orb in, going to focus and get ready. No one's watching upper though, so Killcappy might be able to exploit a gap in the defensive. But is he going to catch anything? He's keeping a passive line as his teammates start to aggress. Rev's put himself behind the likes of Arky, but Arky still turns up for the 3 and the 4. Not even a challenge for the M4, leaving it all to the AWPer 1v5 upper heaven. And finally, sAw getting the confidence that we've seen from them over on Dust 2.
Yeah, the Spaniard just showing what he can bring to this team. And look, when you go in for a rush towards a B site, especially if decent damage onto Rev, do they pick up that other AWP? They've got a chance of doing so, but even Naron's just being goosed. They're running into B. This has to be a save. There's no way they can retake.
Yeah, they know it as well. And the concern now is how much is just going to get out of this position. They're leaning towards Ivy. I believe that Sane might suspect that he's around this position. The smokes are up to suppress, so he's going to hold back towards this corner. And if they press him, they've got to go all 3 together. If they stay back at the site, there's a chance that the hunt from sAw can come through connector and shut him down all the same. So a lot of risks about this save call from TPT. Just leaning up, sees the AWPer, forces the issue, gets the double. That's going to absolutely wreck the buy for the CT side.
They're losing it, Jay. They're losing it here, TPT. We knew that earlier in the round that Just was spamming for Ivy, so they knew that he was there, but the only chance of saving was to try and take the fight onto him. And Killcappy doing as much as he can, but he can't save onto anything. sAw now 12 rounds up. And you've just got to think for
a little bit over the pop dog control. Just gets one Karag. Does get traded back by Sane, at least there's something, but Orb still facing in. He can't grab that rifle. He might be able to do so if the utility's in the right place at the right time. Pistol victory actually won out by the CT player with Dominion over the bomb as well. So actually, this could be a bit more of a struggle round than sAw might be expecting.
What can this AWP find from Sane? I mean, they've got a couple of flashes, so they can flash him off angle, try and bait him. They know he's there with the AWP now. Ooh, there is a bit of a play. Oh, does Killcappy read this? Timing. No!
Oh, no. Oh,
okay,
no.
This should be an easy kill for the AK now.
Might line up both of them if they keep themselves within sight of the Ivy entrance. Flashes in. AK leaning up. Just takes that one frag. Does he know about Killcappy? He will now. Swing and spray. Easy round, easy kill. Easy 15 to 10. 5 match points now for sAw to work with here in this series. M4s on several AKs out. AWP for Dodo. This will be the last stand for TPT to make this happen, but sAw have not let things go since the pistol round of this half. So let's see if they can do anything about this, because honestly, I feel like it's going to be a bit too difficult.
Oh, what?
Case in point. Case in point.
I don't even know what to say. How does the Dodo win that fight? That should never happen, but now the CTs have lost the opening player. Naron's down low, the swing out from Ivy. Just is able to get forward. Rev does get the trade, but it's still an advantage up for the T side.
Norris on 13 HP as well. Well, TPT were set to struggle in this group overall. Looking to go out with a bang as opposed to a whimper here. The B-side players coming in. Norrod's going to give away his position by putting that incendiary down. Check to upper, dealt with. And now the bomb can make his way up to the site here from Pop Dog. One player will get forced away, back to rotate from connector as the player already swung back at the back line. So sAw is about to deal with both of these CT players. They have absolutely no idea. Taps through, Killcappy goes falling. Rev in a 1 versus 3, surrounded by T-side players. And they fought valiantly, but they fought in vain. TPT will drop down last place of the group stage. sAw will survive to take on the Young Ninjas in the decider. Best of 3 here for Group A. And again, I don't want to take too much away from this because